perpendicular. So you had some videos and you took some notes on parallel and perpendicular lines.
Nope.
Who can tell me?
We didn't. You
Not last night.
You
Never?
Ever? You posted the wrong video.
I posted the wrong video. Excellent. Well, we're going to teach it to you today then. So, let's say we have this line. And we're going to call this line y equals x plus 8. Looks like it's passing through at about 8. It's going at a pretty constant slope up. Okay? So my slope of this particular line is what? 1. Hunter? 1. Okay? Now I'm going to draw a line that is parallel to this line. And let's just pretend it looks parallel and that it's even and smooth. Okay? This line is passing through at about what? Make a guess. 1. So this would be y equals something x plus 1. If it's parallel and it's never, ever, ever going to touch the other blue line, the distance in between them is always going to stay the same. What's the slope of this line? 1. So they both are going to have a slope of 1. So now we need a rule that says what about parallel lines? And this is the symbol for parallel. Parallel lines, what? What can you tell me? They always have the same slope. Okay? So if I give you any two lines, like y equals 2/3 x minus 5 and y equals 2/3 x plus 7, are they parallel? Aditi says yes. Who else thinks yes? Tessa does. Why, Tessa? Because the slopes are the same. So the minute you take a look at their slopes, you can say, these lines are parallel. You don't even have to graph them. You don't have to do anything with them. You just have to know their slopes and you can say that they're parallel. Okay? But we also have perpendicular lines. So here's my line. This is going to be y equals 2x plus 8. And I need to draw a line that is perpendicular to it. What does perpendicular mean? What is going on? Okay, what does it mean to be perpendicular, Jared? It means what? They cross each other, they touch each other, but perpendicular does something special. What's it do, Andrew?
It creates a right angle.
It creates a right angle. So in between where these lines intersect, it forms right angles. Okay? And if it forms a right angle, then we know something special about these lines. Okay? So I'm going to come back to this in a minute. But I'm going to talk to you about something that you know really, really well. You know that a horizontal line has a slope of what? Hunter?
1.
No. I'm walking on the ground. Is there a slope? No. So what's my slope? 0. So a horizontal line has a slope of 0. The opposite of horizontal is vertical. And a vertical line, we already know, has a slope of undefined. Okay, these are kind of opposites of each other, and you can see it. This wall has an undefined slope. The floor has a slope of 0. So they're kind of opposites of each other. Okay, one is going this way, one is going this way. What's the opposite of negative 2?
2.
Positive 2. So if I have a line of a slope of a negative 2, the opposite of a negative 2 would be a positive 2 slope. Okay, going back to our perpendicular. We know that a horizontal and a vertical make a perpendicular angle. The same thing with these guys. But what we say about their slopes is that they are opposite reciprocals. Okay, so perpendicular lines are opposite. Reese, that's the sign for perpendicular. Okay, that says reciprocal, even though it doesn't look like it. Time to recalibrate. Okay, opposite reciprocals. So what is the opposite of 2? Negative 2. And what's the reciprocal of 2? 1/2. So this line must have a slope of negative
oh gosh.
and we'll say it crosses at like 8.5 or something. Okay, because it's not crossing on the y-axis.
Is that
All right.
a negative 1/2?
That's a negative 1/2. It's a little giant because the pen wasn't working for a minute.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so the slopes of perpendicular lines are opposite reciprocals. So if you compare their slopes, look, one is going in a positive direction, one must go in a negative direction in order to make that right angle. So that's where you get your opposite. And then reciprocal tells you that it's going to climb towards the same at the same speed. Okay, Kristen?
So you can't ever have 2 lines like that are perfectly.
You can.
Because there's no negative.
But horizontal and vertical lines do form a right angle. But what's the reciprocal of 0? 0, right? 0 over 0, right? So the opposite, this one is 0 over 1. This one would be 1 over 0. What's 1 over 0? Undefined, right? And then is there really a positive and a negative? No. Okay? But it formed a right angle. So they are perpendicular to each other. Okay? Are they bothering you? Okay. They keep floating.
Oh, you're saving me.
All right. So